Hello, hello. My name is Vic and I'm an intuitive, and this is the energy forecast for October 2nd to October 9th. And really, just coming into this month, the energy's gotten a lot lighter. We're coming off a heavy month of September that had two major eclipses within a couple weeks. It was a powerful eclipse portal that really shifted a lot of our energy. There's a lot of light and energy coming into the planet to ascend the planet. And so we're getting a lot of support during this time as we evolve into our next version of ourselves. And so you're going to notice that a lot of the addictive patterns, whether it's substances or scrolling on your phone, it's a lot lighter. You actually have some wiggle room here to make a different decision. Before, the energy was really heavy when those triggering programs would come about, and you would get caught up in your addictions, in the familiarity. And now there's a stronger sense that the old programs, that the familiarity, decisions are just not cutting it anymore. It's not helping. It's actually causing more pain. So there's more of an invitation to step into your next level, to really make the choices that are serving you and your highest good rather than falling into old programs and recreating your old life over and over again. In the transformational process, as you've been meditating and using healing tools and such, what we've really been doing is we have been shifting the energy, but we go back to old programs and kind of create some of that energy again, and then we shift it again. And now we really have an invitation to stay in the frequency that we want to embody. And it's still going to take some work. It's still going to take some willingness to stay there, but it's more attainable than it once was before. And so this is a time, guys, and we've been living in this time for the last few years where it really has been heavy. We've had bouts of openness and lightness, but for the most part, there's been a lot of stuff that's needed to shift over the last few years. And you really got to think about it, like even though they're your programs, they're also genetics that have been passed down from generation to generation. You're just experiencing your flavor of it. So now it's more than you letting go of these patterns for yourself, but really letting go of the past lineages, trapped emotions and negative programs that were never shifted. So now we're really living in a time that we can step into that next level and own it. And and you got to notice when those avoiding patterns come up, when those addictive patterns come up, there's probably an action that you're avoiding that is going to take you to that next level. Our intuition's always guiding us. It's always there, showing us what that next step is. But because we don't get like the full picture, it's hard. It's been hard. I should say it's been harder to make the decisions to take those actions. But now the energy's lighter. Now it's more possible. Your body's gonna be more open to stepping into the unknown. And the more you create that momentum, the more you're going to be in a whole new life very soon. And it's a time of rejoicing. It's a time of celebration. Like we've really let go of a lot of stuff. And that same stuff that was blocking you is not there anymore energetically to hold you back like in an energetic dense way. But like I said, it's not that our old programs are completely gone. Now we have to reprogram them and keep stepping in and making the decisions from that future self, from what's serving our highest good rather than what's familiar or giving you immediate gratification. Something to understand about neurological programs is that the more and more we engage in the same patterns, those programs, they harden in our brain. And so now we've gotten maybe not a complete clean slate, but a really much lighter slate than we've had before. So really take this in and really take this opportunity to utilize your energy to create the life that you want to live. And something really to be aware of, with politics and the news and the narratives that go on. It's okay to notice what is happening and what is going on, but we don't want to get sucked into it. You got to understand that they're feeding off of your energy. All these narratives and paradigms, and they're wanting to keep you into the old systems. And when you step into this new level of you gotta let go of all that. It's not about picking sides anymore. It's not about playing that game anymore. It's about coming into a new version of you that is truly living heaven on earth. It's the evolution of humanity. And you get to be part of that. You get to be maybe even a front runner of that. So it's really important here to step in and take the reins of your consciousness and step into the situations, make the intuitive action steps, do the things that you've been resisting. I understand there's been issues about capability and if you're good enough and all of those things that really got in the way before, or that you had to fight with all the time and had to overcome. And and the door's open, guys. The energy is completely available for you to step in. So this is the energy forecast here for October 2nd to October 9th. I'll be back next week to give you a new week forecast. But right now, guys, just revel in this new lightness and make the steps. Right? Make the steps. You may still have some of the programming, but it's not as heavy. So don't let it stop you. We got this. Let's go. If you love this video, if you got something from this video, make sure to subscribe and stay tuned for the next one. Much love, y'all.